Santa's little helpers, Jacob Hester and
Matt Flynn,
are taking over Off the Bench, presented by All-Star Toyota. Tune in for some naughty and nice sports talk this Christmas season. Live from
Raising Cane's
studio, here's Jacob Hester and
Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 3 of OTB. 9 o'clock here on a Tuesday morning, so you know what that means. Our guy, Nick Underhill, New Orleans Football, joins us. Last week, my man was a little under the weather, so glad to see he is feeling better. And, Nicholas, is that a San Jose Sharks hat that you're wearing?
It is, yeah. If you offered me $17 billion to name one player, current, past, present, couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
But they got a good hat.
You know what? And I have like a pretty strong sports mind. I don't know that I could either. I feel like almost every other franchise, you threw anybody else out there, I feel like I can name somebody. For the San Jose Sharks, I don't think I have anything for you.
Yeah, like if I wasn't playing with you in NHL 95 and you're a hockey player, I have no idea who you are.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. All right, fair enough. Hopefully you're feeling better as well.
I'm good to go.
And certainly going to feel better after a nice Saints performance, a victory, back-to-back wins. As Lou Brown said in Major League, that's called a winning streak. It has happened here before. So the Saints get it done again. I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying the ride that the Saints are giving us right now because I know a lot of people want them to lose and get a better draft choice, but it's been more exciting. It's been a lot of fun to see Tyler Shough continue to grow and develop.
I mean, nobody was more into the draft pick when things were looking bad than me. I think at this point, win out. If you went out, you have a real answer at the thing you'd be searching for an answer at. And if you actually have your quarterback, the path to the rebuild is so much shorter. And I'm kind of starting to believe a little bit. Like I think there's definitely stuff that he can be better at, but yeah. I mean, he looks, he's doing things, and some of the stuff outside of the structure of the play is kind of unbelievable. He had that play to the left, like it was the Notre Dame pass from last year, basically, where he was drifting to the left, created the throwing lane, hit the sidearm, throw through the little pump fake, duck under, like Wemby move to get out into the sneak. The aggressiveness on third and long. I did a study going into this game. He's first in the league in third and long, calling third and long, 3rd and 8 and longer. First in the league in third and long in completion percentage, QB rating, yards per attempt. And you saw it again in this game. Like in those big moments, he kind of steps up. Now, beginning of games, I think some of that's the script, but I also think it's him. It takes him a little a little too long to get going. You can't play 3-quarter games every week. I think there's some stuff in the pocket that could be a little bit better still. But man, like you're seeing some stuff here. And if you're redrafting the quarterbacks today off the evaluation, I'm positive he doesn't go third, and I'm positive that he doesn't go first if you were re-racking him today. I'm pretty encouraged by what we're seeing right now.
So I think that we all kind of feel the same way. We've seen a rookie playing quarterback that has found a way to win games the last 2 weeks when that hasn't been these quarterbacks are dealing with a roster deficit, right? On most weeks that they're playing football, there's a little bit of a I don't know if you're ever going to line up head-to-head and say we got a better roster. Maybe this week coming up, but it's just not a weekend. So you figured out as a rookie, which is hard to do. It's hard to play quarterback. It's hard to play any position as a rookie, but let alone put a team on your back and do it. So I think they do have the answer. I don't think what you're feeling right now is outside the box, but also want to know, have the Saints, we hope they did when they hired him, but have they found their answer at head coach too? It seems like he's starting to get more comfortable. And of course, everything looks better with wins. I get that. But when you look at the game management, the play designs, the play calling, all the stuff, is Kellen Moore starting to find his stride a little bit?
Yeah, they're getting better at it. And look, some of the stuff that I think, you kill him for, and it's like, why would he call that? Well, look, sometimes you got to be able to run a running play between the two guards, and like they just can't because they can't get blocks there. And I don't know what the answer is. Like I don't know if you just stop running that stuff, but you kind of have to try. And a lot of the times where I become frustrated with them is stuff like that, and then you kind of evaluate like, hey, like why am I questioning that? And it's like you probably shouldn't be. The fake tush push, like every time he tries to get like cute, like I think it kind of backfires on him a little bit. But I think he's doing better. I think he's finding his stride. I think he's got his legs underneath him a little bit more than he did earlier in the season. Like you said, winning kind of cures everything. But I also think seeing the buy-in this late into a season where for a while it was a pretty tough grind, I think that says something too. Obviously, I think there's a lot of areas where he can still get better. I think there's areas for growth. But I think you're seeing that progression with him. And when they first hired him, one of the people in the front office, I'm talking to him, and I don't think they care that I'd say this. Like, just talking to him behind the scenes, they're like, "Hey, look, like he's young, he's gonna have to develop a little bit too." But there's a lot of promise here, like really smart, all these positive traits, and I think that's kind of the trajectory that we see. If he's growing with this roster, learning how to be a head coach, the scripted plays are a big issue though. Like I'm baffled that you can kind of go every single week spanning two quarterbacks now where you really just don't have anything going there. And I don't know what the answer to that is. It's usually where bad teams look their best. Like last year, Kubiak would get them off to a fast start, and then you would remember by mid-second quarter that all these guys were injured and there were no answers. It's kind of the reverse here. Like they got to the end of this game and they're making plays with Kevin Austin Jr. and like Devon Bailey's out and Cesar Ruiz is out. All these guys are out and they're moving the ball, but at the beginning, like they can't. And I'm not sure I understand it. I've asked Kellen about it probably 12 times this season. He doesn't understand it either. It's a very weird thing, I guess, like when you're airmailing a ball and stuff too, like it's on the quarterback in the execution as well, but very weird that they can't get a game started. But overall, like I think it's trending the right way. 5-6 weeks ago, I probably would have had a more negative answer. And I think it's, that's a good sign that you're kind of trending the right way going into the end of the season. That comes to the beginning with like the draft pick and the wins. Like if you have all this positive momentum, I think it builds culture. It helps you be better going into the next season. It probably helps you attract some free agents where they see something and they see something building as opposed to just kind of, like a sinking ship. So, I mean, look, I think a lot of stuff is going the right way right now.
Nick, give Kellen Moore a grade. We got 3 games left in the season. Give him a grade for right now.
Yeah, given what they've had, what the roster is, where they've went, I'd probably say like a I don't know, like it feels like a cop out answer, but it kind of feels like a C to me. I would probably be higher on him and look, I know you like there's disagreement on when it should happen, how it should happen. I think they waited way too long to go to Shough. I really do. Maybe he needed it. Maybe what we're seeing isn't what we would have saw in week 5. So maybe that's a fake answer, but I would have cut bait after week 4 and moved on to it and just been building to find out what you have. I think they're kind of lucky to be in a position to where they feel this positive about their quarterback. Because if you're looking at the circumstance and you're seeing how it plays out, like all these guys are getting hurt, like the attrition's going to happen. You get into the back half of the schedule, like is there going to be enough there to evaluate it? I think they've been lucky that he's played as well as he has. I know that there's a little bit of surprise in the building that it has been as overwhelmingly good as it is. But I'd say probably C- C is probably where I'd be at with it. But I think if you kind of cut it in half and you go forward, I'd probably be a little bit higher on it. So I guess it's how you finish and not how you start. And maybe we should weigh the end more than the beginning. But I definitely think there's been some rough moments in this. I thought training camp, I think when we see it next year, it's going to look completely different. And I think there's been some learning experiences which are valuable, but I can't get above a C on them right now.
All right. So for me and Flynn, we talked about this yesterday, looking at the quarterback room, it does feel healthy. I think Tyler Shough has, raised his level of play like we're talking about. I think with what Spencer showed, if a situation popped up in the middle of the season, you feel good about where he is as well. So I think the quarterback room's healthy. So with that being said, in the draft, if it's not quarterback, no matter where the Saints pick, like what is the most pressing need? We talked about edge rusher. We talked about a true number 1 receiver. But for you, somebody that covers the Saints every single day, where are you going to go for the Saints in the draft?
All things being equal, and I think in a different situation, I would be all edge. Like I think you absolutely have to get that. But given where they're at right now, and you have the young quarterback, and I think trying to help him succeed and find out if you have not just a guy for 26, but like your franchise guy. I think my early assets, if all things are equal, I'm not drafting a lesser player just to support him. But if all things are equal, I go getting him help. Tyler Shough. I'm building the offense first. If I got two guys on my board and I see them equally, and that probably is wide receiver, I wouldn't be mad if they won enough games to put them outside of Carnell Tate and Jordan Tyson. And you could even sell me easily on Sadiq, the Oregon tight end. I think just being a guy that kind of likes to play outside the pocket, likes to attack up the seams, go over the middle, having that type of guy play maybe more 12 personnel, that might help your run game a little bit. I wouldn't be mad at building your team like that. Definitely got to get more guards. All of them, like as many guards as you can get. Like just bring them in. I'm interested where you guys fall on this one. Like if Jeremiah Love's there and he's your highest graded player on your board, are you drafting? A lot of people like are against drafting a running back in the first round, but like we're in a league where like it's not Seattle 3 anymore. You've taken a guy out of the box. There's one less guy in the box. Defenses are smaller. Like if you can run on them, like I'm not mad at it. I'm curious where you guys fall on that one.
I'm going to be biased in my answer, obviously, but yeah, if you've got a game changer at that position, I mean, the Eagles won the Super Bowl last year. Who was their best player? It was Saquon Barkley. Now, I mean, there's not a lot of Saquon Barkley.
But Saquon was the final piece to the puzzle.
Okay, but why'd they win?
That's the argument, yeah.
Oh, yeah, but they won because they got a game changer at running back, though.
Yeah, but they had a full offensive line. They had stud receivers.
Okay, but what unlocked it?
He was the last piece. He wasn't the first piece.
Okay, but he might have been.
We need like 55 first pieces.
Okay, but he might have been the only piece that worked as well. Like you had everything else. Okay, you had everything else,
all right,
and you didn't win it until you got a running back.
Take it with 12. See how long. You're the GM. I'll make you forever, I guess. But
that's the argument. Like, yeah. I mean, some people feel that the running back should be like a force multiplier. Yeah.
The quarterbacks are never
force multiplier.
Ever give their
that's a great term. I love that
term.
Term. The force multiplier. It's hard to find.
Go ahead. Tell them.
Round.
Okay.
Here's my thing on the draft. And okay, I get it. Like I wouldn't like hate it. Okay, I'm just trying to be a counterweight here to you, Jake. You're so running back heavy all the time. You don't take a running back in the first round. You just don't do it unless he's going to be this guy that's going to have 120 yards rushing and 80 yards pass or receiving every single game. You just don't do it, especially like with all the needs. If that's a final piece, like if you were a playoff team and you're looking for one guy and you just don't have it, then yeah, you go to the final piece. But like, look, you got an offensive-minded coach, you got a quarterback of the future. You fix the offense first. You're at such a talent deficit on the defensive side of the ball, but you're still playing amazing defense right now. You got a good defensive coordinator. I think the last couple of weeks they are second in the NFL on yards allowed, only behind the Texans right now. So like, they're playing really good. So, yeah, you boost some stuff. But if you really believe you have your quarterback of the future and you have an offensive-minded coach, you fix that offense first in the draft.
Yeah, I'm with you. I fall in the same place. On the running back thing, I kind of fall in the middle. And I do think that the value of them is kind of changing a little bit with just where the league's going from where it was 10 years ago. But, yeah, it kind of does feel like a finishing piece, and not having the guards, it feels like you're wasting time. But at the same time, like if you're just building, I'm all about just getting the talent and then figuring it out. And man, if you've been drafting offense, like it's a bad place to be just overall as a team. I think though that we can even have this conversation and be like, I don't know if they're ready for it when they've been drafting first and second round offensive linemen for like the last 8 years out of like 70% of the drafts, and it still feels like it's not there. That's kind of a damning commentary on how that's kind of come together. But yeah, I'm with you, man. Like, I'm building around the quarterback. I want to see what he can do. I'm getting that side right first, all things being equal, and then I'm focusing on the other side because I'm not wasting time with Shough and not being funny. Like he's 26, like he's a second round pick. You'll be into the second year of the contract next year. You only have so much time, like to really take advantage of that rookie contract. So I'm trying to get there quick on that side of the ball, and you want to be in a place where you're helping elevate him with pieces. And then when you sign him to the second contract, he's in a position where he's developed enough to where he's elevating everybody else, and you can spend other places. And, you get to the point where it's like put whoever around, and it's insane to say these names, but like Tom Brady, Mahomes, like once you have like the real quarterback, like you aren't spending a ton on the weapons. It can go everywhere else. But like to get there, I think you got to support him and make life easier so that he can grow and develop. And I take advantage of that right away if I'm them.
You know, Nick, I was thinking about it this weekend. We've talked about the Saints and drafting offensive linemen and how, you know, they've had a lot of misses there. And obviously I'm watching the Chargers game. They traded for Trevor Penning, and everybody knows the Chargers situation on the offensive line. I mean, it's one of the worst, if not the worst in the NFL. I mean, they had Austin Deculus out there starting at left tackle for multiple weeks, right? And they're down to like their 8th tackle. Well, the right tackle gets hurt, and I'm like, okay, well, Penning's not even playing right now, but surely he's going to come in. Nope, here comes somebody else at the tackle. I'm like, man, how bad is it? Then I see Trevor Penning go in as the 3rd tight end. Like he's the 3rd. Like they threw him a pass this weekend. He's not even playing guard or tackle. He's playing tight end for the Chargers on an offensive line that's as bad as any in the league. I guess that kind of tells you where Trevor Penning is right now, and you know what his pro prospects look like in the future.
It's tough, man. Yeah, I had that game on in the background as we were getting ready for this one, and yeah, I heard his name and I looked up and they're like throwing him the ball. I'm like, what is going on here? Like Trevor Penning out there. He is an athletic guy. Like I see the thought process behind it, but like, holy crap! Like for a 1st round pick for that to be the thing, and nothing against Austin Deculus, but for him to be playing ahead of him is it's crazy. It's a bad place to be. Very arguably one of the worst picks I ever made, and the whole thought process behind it. Like they traded up before the draft. They didn't even have a target yet. It was just kind of like, we're going to get 2 of them, and it doesn't matter who they are, and it just obviously didn't work out.
Yeah.
Nick, are the Saints going to mess around and win their last 5 games?
You know, I wouldn't, in a vacuum, I wouldn't pick against them in any of them, like head up,
Jets,
one-on-one.
Falcons,
Yeah. You know, it's the NFL. You'll probably lose one somewhere you shouldn't, and I wouldn't be surprised if they lost any of these 3 games. I saw Bailey was in a sling. I don't know exactly what's going on there, but that doesn't seem like a good sign. Devin Neal hamstring, that doesn't seem like a good sign. Ruiz hurt that ankle again. Don't know where that one's going to go. He didn't miss a game last time, I don't think. I think he was right back with it, or he missed one and was right back with it. Bailey not playing, man, all of a sudden, like I'm walking back every take I had on him the first 6-7 weeks of the season. Like, holy crap. Like he's been targeted 13 times on contested passes and has caught 10 of them. Like it's the best rate in the league by far. I think 27 targets total, or 27 receptions total, maybe, and 10 of them are contested. Like he's unbelievable in those situations. He's been a revelation for them. Taking him off the field is tough. So kind of where they're banged up, I wouldn't be surprised if they lost one, but they could easily win the rest of these games. And by the time you catch the Falcons at the end, they might be just, you know, playing out the string and buried, and the Saints might still have momentum. So yeah, I could definitely see it. And then you're picking 12th, 11th, like, you know, that wouldn't be the worst thing if you won 5 in a row to get there though.
All right, there is our guy, Nick Underhill, New Orleans Football. Good enough to join us every single Tuesday here on OTB. Nicholas, we appreciate the time. As always, glad you're feeling better and glad you're supporting the San Jose Sharks.
The Sharks.
All right, guys, take it easy.
I actually like that. It's a sweet hat.
It's a great hat.
It's a great hat. I actually feel bad that I can't give you like a name. Like I want to say like, what was it? Teemu Solani, but I know he played for the Ducks. Don't know if he played for the Sharks.
Tamu Salami?
Solani. Was it Paul Correa? I'm going to find a Shark. I'm going to get to a Shark in my head here. I'm going to get to one. That was for the North Stars. I'm going to get to
Dallas
one.
Stars, bud.
Oh, he played for the Minnesota North Stars before he played for the Dallas Stars.
I don't recognize that.
Mighty Ducks taught us that. All right, we'll take a break. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to RussellPools.com. That is the website for Russell Pool Company. And when you go to the website, we always tell you, check out the gallery of work. Check out what they've done here in South Louisiana. I mean, you're talking about like award-winning work, but you're also talking about attention to detail. You're talking about something that's not just your basic, kidney-shaped pool, your rectangle, your square, like whatever. Now, if you want those things, well, they can do it for you, obviously. But if you want to get some of the coolest features, those unique features, those one-of-one features, that's what Russell Pools gives you every single time. So go to the website, russellpools.com, Russell Pool Company, Russell Pools.
That's right. If you want we're talking about home pools, backyard pools, but if you want them to look like resort pools, you can certainly do that. But if you just want a basic pool, they can literally do anything that you want in a completely turnkey job. So you call them, start that process, you start drawing it, you go over materials, you draw the design, anything you want, they can draw it, they can engineer it, they can build it, maintain it, everything right there, russellpools.com.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back in OTB. Hey, when your industrial project has to be done the right way the first time, the first call, who do you turn to?
4 letters. P-A-L-A.
Which spells?
Pala.
Yeah, for 50 years, Pala has been a leader in industrial construction, tank fabrication, and specialty welding across the Gulf South. From API certified storage tanks to pressure vessels to full turnkey maintenance and construction, Pala delivers quality, safety, and craftsmanship you can trust. With nearly 100,000 square feet of fabrication capacity right here in Louisiana, they are built to handle your biggest challenges. You can learn more at palagroup.com. That is Pala, building safely, building smart every single time. Palagroup.com.
What was it, Step Brothers? Where is it Rob Riddle? It's always like, pow!
It is.
We should do that with Pala. Pala! Is that hidden for anybody? No?
I like it.
He dreams in cartoons,
Pala!
and he writes in crayons, and he hydrates you. He's Matt Flynn.
I'll give you these sweet takes on the radio.
Yeah, don't take a first-round running back. Yeah, don't like Josh Jacobs. Don't like Jahmyr Gibbs.
I don't know. I saw what Gainwell did last night. They got him for pretty cheap. Oh, Saquon. Has a pretty good year this year.
How was he last year?
It was good.
Offensive MVP?
Good with Kellen Moore.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, B.J. Robinson, that guy's. I don't know if you really want that guy, though.
I mean, are you winning?
Look, I can't help that Michael Penix and Kirk Thuggins aren't getting the job done.
Okay.
You can't deny Bijan Robinson be a great running back.
Fantastic. I love it.
You can't speak in absolutes when it comes to drafting first-round running backs.
It's just like drafting a quarterback, you know. It's like drafting a quarterback. You don't know if they're actually going to live up to the hype, but you have to have a quarterback. You don't have to have a ultimately talented running back. You have to have good running backs, but there's good running backs all over the place. Like, if you could guarantee yourself Bijan Robinson or Jahmyr Gibbs, then yeah, take him.
What's at every position?
No, but you have to do it at quarterback. You don't have to take that risk at running back. Because the Lions haven't won a Super Bowl. Falcons certainly hadn't won a Super Bowl. Yes, the Eagles were able to do it, and it was a huge piece. But again, it was the final piece.
Who was more important to the team, Jalen Hurts or Saquon Barkley?
Arguable. I mean, you could certainly make the argument. But they don't win the Super Bowl if they would have taken they would have drafted Saquon 4 years ago. They don't win the Super Bowl.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Can't prove me wrong.
Oh, man. I wish you'd come back like Phillip Rivers. I'd make a comeback, and I'd miss a block on purpose. Show you how important running backs are. Hope the backside corner.
Running backs are very important.
Has a corner cat, and I'm like, oh, didn't see him.
Running backs are very. I've never said that. I just said you
then
don't need to take one in the first round.
To show you how important we are.
Don't need to take one. Is Jeremiah Love that good, or is he just the best this year?
I think he's pretty stud.
If he was in the draft class with Bijan, who are you taking first?
I think he's really good. I think Bijan certainly He's different. I
Okay,
think all the
you
things
need
that he
somebody
can do.
different.
I think all the things he can do, he's different.
You need somebody. If you're going to, a first round running back has
Would
to
you
be
have
somebody
taken
different.
Ashton Genty in the first round? I would have taken him in the top 10. I didn't see that in his tape.
I would not have taken him in the first round.
He does play for the Raiders.
Raiders doing pretty good.
He does play
Raiders
for the
pretty
Raiders,
good.
though. The Raiders are so bad.
You just keep making my point for me.
No, I wouldn't have. I just said I wouldn't have taken Genty where he was either.
Okay, if you're the Saints,
Like Omari Hampton, like right now, looks real good for the Chargers.
Just think of the Saints as in a totality. Don't think of like your running back Love and to think you're the best team in the world. Think of the Saints. Are you taking them? Are you taking a running back?
No, the Saints have more issues in Vogue.
So no. So we agree.
They have more issues in Vogue.
It took us
But
this long to agree.
If I'm another team that sits at 12, there's some teams that I could certainly make a case for. The Saints are a bad example because, my God, they need a lot of things. I think edge rusher is their most important thing. I think they need a game changer there. And I think you need a receiver as your second piece of the puzzle there.
Mm-hmm.
So the Saints, in that instance, no.
Good. Which team is a running back away? I'm trying to go through them right now. Seahawks have a good one.
Seahawks
Man,
have
you
a
can
couple of
you
good
can make the
ones.
argument for the Rams, but
Yeah, they got
their
it.
guys are playing well,
Yeah.
but they're not first round guys.
Warren
Is
Williams
what I'm
playing
saying.
well. Ooh,
Patriots got a good one.
Patriots got Henderson in the second round.
Second round, there you go.
The
That's a
Jags
great spot
have
for a running back.
ETN, who they took in the first round. He's playing like
He caught
quietly,
3 touchdowns. He caught 3 touchdowns. this past
quietly having a hell of a year, running and
week.
catching.
Look out for Trevor Lawrence too.
I think if okay, I got one. Imagine if the Broncos had a dog at running back with that defense, with how Bo Nix can play off platform a little bit, and like, and Harvey's not a bad player. I liked him at UCF. J.K. Dobbins was playing really well. He went down. I'm talking about. Imagine if the Broncos.
The Broncos are the answer in the AFC, and I think the Bears are the answer in the NFC.
And Swift's not playing bad.
Swift's playing good. Swift's a good running back.
Texans. Woody Marks
Woody
is
Marks
there.
is playing
Took all
pretty
my
well.
fantasy points from Manungai.
Kyle Manungai, like I used to say Kyle Manungai, and T-Bob would hate on me.
Guy's been good.
Hate on
He's
me when he
been
was
really
at
good.
Rutgers. And I'm
But
like,
But when he's not
T.
splitting time with Swift, he's doing his
so
job.
2 years ago, he was on our all meathead team, and I remember talking about Kyle. T-Bob's like, who? Kyle Manungai? Who? I'm like, for Rutgers, he's a dog.
Yeah.
And he would, now he's living in Chicago, but he knows who Kyle Manungai is.
All right,
Dog.
let's give, as we end this segment, then this argument about running backs in the first round, let's give the final word to Taylor and Alondra. Let's get y'all's opinion on drafting a running back in the first round. Yes or no?
I think that you made a good point when Jake said Saquon Barkley, that was the missing piece. Well, I guess. Are you
How do
talking
you
about
know
when he
that?
went to the
The final
Eagles?
pick.
But how do you not
Yeah.
know he
Well,
wasn't the, like, but he was the piece too?
Yeah.
Okay, this is their turn.
I think
You're
that
speaking in absolutes when I'm saying no, there's definitely cases of first round running backs.
I think that if that's what your team needs, then I don't see a problem with drafting a running back in the first round if that's the piece that you need. But if the Saints were to draft a running back with their first pick, I would not like that.
It'd be a bad pick.
Yeah.
I do agree with that because they have more pressing needs.
What you
Yeah.
said was right. Like you were correct in saying, like, if it's a first round running back, has to be different. Like a guy that you know for sure. Like you cannot take a running back in the first round and miss. You can take a quarterback sometimes and miss. You can take
Yeah.
a receiver and miss.
You cannot miss
Cannot
with the
pick.
running back. If
Cannot
you're,
miss.
Yeah.
I'll agree with you that you can't have a running back who can't catch and who can't pass protect
Yeah.
in the first round.
It's plug and play. It's plug and play, and you plug and play, and you're damn good.
Like even as good as Derrick Henry is, like there's things that within the Ravens offense, he limits them. And you're starting to see his playing time go down a little bit, even though he's still productive.
Yeah.
Because he can't pass protect and he can't catch the ball
I
and
just
run routes.
feel like once Kendre Miller comes back, he actually,
That's
like
actually-
y'all
good point.
know that I've been on Kendre Miller
Oh, me
since
too.
like the summertime.
I've been
like,
on
in
the other
camp.
side.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you need to step up, and he did.
Yes.
All right,
So
Tay.
yeah.
What you think?
I'm actually good with it.
With taking it? Taking one?
Yeah, but again, obviously, don't just
Right
draft one to
situation.
draft one. It depends on your needs. But go look at the teams that are in the playoffs right now that have locked up playoff spots. they don't necessarily have a stud receiver on the outside, but they all have good running games. Like I think it matters a little bit more. I think the last couple of years, it's kind of made a comeback a little bit. Like we were talking about it the other day. I mean, outside of the Rams, is there a team with like a can't miss receiver on the outside? People are investing a little bit more in running backs the last couple of years. So like,
does any of the top teams have a first-round running back?
Lions. Was Cook? No, Cook was a second rounder.
Cook was a second rounder.
Lions
Jonathan Taylor was a second rounder.
Lions are third in their division.
Hampton was a second rounder.
Hampton was first rounder.
Oh, Hampton.
Yeah. Etienne was a first rounder.
Henderson, second.
Henderson, second rounder. Cook, second rounder.
There's not a lot of first rounders still out there, right?
No, Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Saquon. Omari
Different.
Hampton.
Yeah, I mean, Christian, different.
But
right?
yeah, that's what,
Gibbs.
like he has to be different.
Yeah.
Like he has to be. He can't just be just like a normal.
Did the Bucks get
No,
Bucky Irving in like the fourth?
Yeah, but that was so stupid. He should have been higher pick. He was arguably the best running back in that draft class. But yeah, they got him like round 3.
We got to take a break. Still split on the vote. Our guy Devin Snow, a.k.a. Hold the Mayo, joins us when we come back here live from the Raising Cane's studio.
Off the bench.
Hey, Matthew.
Hey, Jake.
You know who I drafted in the first round?
No, go ahead, tell me.
Bally's.
Oh, first round, they're different.
You know what? Gosh,
Yes.
that's my punchline.
Yes.
They are different. Completely different now. Completely renovated. It is now a new shining star here in downtown Baton Rouge. And that's not just lip service. That is facts. Go check it out. I mean, incredible Vegas-style gaming right there on the ground floor. You've got the DraftKings Sportsbook. Incredible. Like the biggest TV you've ever seen.
Huge.
Kiosk everywhere. You can post up, watch the college football playoff this weekend. And you know what? If you from out of town, obviously you can stay in the hotel. But if you want to staycation, right? You want to go have a little fun, enjoy one of their incredible brand new suites, you can do that as well. Even ones that overlook Tiger Stadium. Go check out the brand new Bally's. It is right here. It is the star of downtown Baton Rouge. It's completely renovated. Check them out on social media, Bally's of Baton Rouge.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
On the floors of Tokyo, down in London town to go. With the record selection and the mirror's reflection, I'm a dancing with myself. When there's no one else inside, in the crowded lonely night. Well, I wait so long for my love vibration, and I'm dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. When there's nothing to lose and there's nothing to prove, but I'm dancing with myself. If I looked all over the world, and there's every type of girl, but you're empty, I seem to pass me by, leave me dancing with myself. So let's sing.
All right, welcome back in OTB, live from the Raising Cane's studio. And we're going to our guy, Devin Snow, a.k.a. Hold the Mayo. And we're going to see if he still has that Cox Communication Wi-Fi. Excited to get him on video today. It looks smooth so far. Oh, we'll see how long it lasts. Dev, how we doing?
Yeah, what's happening?
So far, so good.
Yeah, you look handsome.
So far, so good. Is it still
Yeah, no,
Cox?
you gotta mix AT&T in there. Can't just, you know what I'm saying? You can't just depend on AT&T's got to make a difference too. So
Okay.
You get your first like 1 or 2 bars from Cox, and you get the rest from AT&T.
correct, dude. Couldn't have said it better.
I actually,
couldn't have said it better.
I actually at my home, I have half the house has Cox Wi-Fi and the other half has AT&T fiber.
There you go.
Because for my afternoon
Yeah.
show, like I got to have the only one. So actually, I do that as well.
Yeah, I mean, I fought a good fight against Cox for, 5 years, and then I finally got AT&T fiber probably about almost 2 years ago, and it's been tremendous, man. I can't say enough about AT&T fiber, dude. Because when I was with Cox, I mean, you're talking about upload speeds of 1 Mbps, man. Just absolutely embarrassing.
Who's
2025.
who's the landline through?
That is the only thing I have left through Cox. And
Okay.
I guess props. I mean, I know Cox would love to hear this, but props where props is due. They make a good landline, whatever they do.
You get a
I
free
guess 'cause
phone with
nobody's
service.
really using it.
That's
you
true.
Know, so it's, yeah, I don't
True.
know.
Every time they go to like, hey, should we just like not do this anymore? They're like, that one guy in New Orleans, Devin Snow. He's still actually subscribed. He pays monthly. It's on auto draft. What can we really do?
Dude, again, couldn't have said it better. $70 a month, and yeah, they take it happily every month.
Oh, hey, how has like the call-ins been lately? Saints won, they've won a couple of games. Speaking of the old home phone there, like how has it been? Like Saints fans, sometimes like they're a little mad that you've won because they wanted a better draft choice, but I think a bulk of the fans are happy to see progress, see Tyler Shough go out there finding a way to win games. I mean, I'm never going to be mad at winning games. I think the other way is a loser mentality. So how has it been for you and the fans calling in?
Dude, it's actually I was looking at that yesterday. A serious uptick, which is, man, when you lose in this many games, it's so easy for people to get disconnected. Routines get broken because, hey, man, we don't want to hear about this garbage football team. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's been an uptick. The last show I did on Sunday, it did great. I mean, 1,000 live viewers, calls the whole show. The views after the live show were fantastic. So it just screams that people are optimistic again. And, you can't take that for granted because it could be so much worse. It could be so much worse. It could just be a complete like, hey, we shutting this down. We're not watching this show, whatever. But it goes to show you, man, that quarterback position is everything when it comes to like entertainment, keeping people locked in, and so I gotta give a big thanks to Tyler Shough.
Yeah, he's helping the viewership for sure. I'm trying to like read the pulse of everybody we talked to and around town a little bit on the Saints. I think a couple of weeks ago, it's like, nah, don't win because of draft position. But now it's like, all right, let's just, you can do it. We forgive you if you just want to win as many games as possible. Now, are you kind of feeling that as well?
Oh, absolutely. Because like these certain statements that were being made over the last few weeks about, hey, yeah, don't win. Oh, well, what quarterback do you think we're going to draft? All these statements are just starting to slowly die off, like this. All right. So this week, for example, I'm not hearing anybody calling in, commenting, whatever, saying, oh, well, we need to get Mendoza, or, well, we need to get this guy. All that's kind of dying off. Anybody that's saying that at this point, I call them baby shower fans because they must be at a baby shower when the Saints are playing. They're not watching the game. You know what I'm saying? So,
I like that.
So Dev, we were talking about like maybe the draft coming up, and I think you've got right now a great quarterback room. Like, well, the chance to be great. I shouldn't say great right now, but you can certainly see they're going in the right direction. Even what Spencer Rattler did earlier in the season, if that's your backup and if he had to come in, I think you feel good about it. The health of the quarterback room is in the right direction. So with that being said, like what would you like to see the Saints add to this roster in the first round next year in Pittsburgh?
Just some type of playmaker, whether it's on offense or defense is fine with me. The easy answer is receiver. Some people would say, hey, maybe this isn't that strong of a class for receiver. Look, man, just add some type of playmaker that can come in and immediately impact, whether it's the offense or the defense. I think that the Saints could do better with getting turnovers as far as like interceptions and, stuff like that. So I wouldn't be opposed to either one. The one I'd probably be mostly opposed to is, man, we go back to the draft and we go draft a washing machine or a dryer machine, Dude, how many times you go to Home Depot to get a who goes to Home Depot and goes and gets a washing machine, a dryer machine every year? It just doesn't. Eventually, you just got to be like, hey, man, I'm just going to do it by hand. Yeah, I'm just going to do it by hand. You got to go to free agency to get that this year. You tried so many times, man, and it's like you just can't keep repeating that method. Give it a break. Give it a rest. Let it breathe. Try something different. And, yeah, man, you got to put the weapons around Tyler Shough or draft something on defense that can, give an uptick in your defense as far as, like, turnovers and stuff like that.
Dude, Devin, I don't know. Don't let Mickey get hot. This Vele trade is starting to look pretty good. Don't let the dude get hot.
Hey, I thought Vele just played soccer for like 8 weeks. I didn't even know he was good at football, dude. So this is as surprising to me, you know. And y'all were talking about it earlier, like, or Nick was across the middle, or just in contested catches. That dude, you know, you got to find a dude's niche, right? And that's his for sure.
Hey, I don't know if you had a chance to see Blake Groupie hit a 60-yarder. It looked like the Colts were going to win the game from a 60-yarder from Blake Groupie. He also hit a smelling salt on the way out there. So, look, I don't know if this is his heel turn, right? If he went from nice guy with the Saints to heel with the Colts, but I don't know. Groupie's out here hitting 60-yarders.
Yeah, dude, I had to message him. I said, look at God. Look at God. 'Cause, dude, I knew it, bro. And I don't mean to say it like, oh, I knew it. They should have kept him. He was in a patch that he just couldn't get out of as a New Orleans Saint, right? But I knew he wasn't a bad kicker. I knew it, man. He's not, man. And that was a 60-yard field goal with all the pressure in the world. And, you know, if they would have just did what they had to do on defense, they win the game because of that. But, yeah, man. And also, I support the Groupie heel turn. You know, I think that's fun, man.
Yeah.
I'm all about some entertainment like that. It's a funny heel turn, man.
So speaking of heel turns, I know you got some. I know you got some opinions on this past weekend, the final match for John Cena. Come on, hit me with your opinion. I think you were in there trying to say there were some fake stats coming out from that match as well.
Yes.
Okay, I want to hear.
So
I have no idea.
WWE has perfected, and this is not something new. This is something they sounds like the most magnificent stat in the world. For instance, the stat y'all brought up the other day, the highest grossing Monday Night Raw in history. Well, of course it is. TKO bought WWE, and they raised the ticket prices double, triple, quadruple. It's so expensive to get into a WWE event. Of course it's the highest grossing Monday Night Raw of all time. I mean, they've completely corporatized and axed out their original fans, man. It's one of the biggest sellouts in television history. You know, it started where it was on cable. Now it's on Netflix. The pay-per-views on ESPN, whatever. I don't even know how to watch wrestling now. That's crazy, man. Like, I watched wrestling for 33 years. I was growing up going to the UNO Lakefront Arena, seeing Undertaker, Stone Cold, all these guys. Dude, it's an awful product, Flynn. I'm telling you, man. Like, if you ever just want to see it in action, turn it on. I turned it on last night. I try, man. It's so bad. The writing is so bad. The finish for John Cena, him tapping out. Like, I get the symbolism of he's never given up, and now he's given up. Like, I get that, but also at the same time, that is like what's wrong with wrestling right now. They can't write a good finish. They can't make something believable. They can't even make a tap out look believable. John Cena's smirking and taps out. Yeah. That's why Cena, all the respect in the world to him. He's definitely a legend of WWE. He's done so much for, you know, whether inside the ring, outside the ring, whatever. He'll never be in my top 5 because I feel like wrestling started going downhill when John Cena started peaking. That's just my opinion. Became less and less believable. And I don't know. I feel like he's somewhat responsible for that, you know? Cena's got a submission where he puts him in a chokehold. It never looked believable. It never looked like the guy was getting choked. And I don't know, man. I'm watching Kurt Angle highlights yesterday. When he put somebody in an ankle lock, dude, it looked like his ankle was about to be shattered, you know?
Hey, that's a great finisher right there, Dev. We got to go run up against the clock. You're right about that. We appreciate you, brother. We look forward to it every week. Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll catch up next week.
All right, y'all take care. Yeah, I'm long-winded on wrestling, man.
I get it.
There
Next
you go.
week.
Absolutely. Our guy, Devin Snow, will take our last break. Ask the bench to wrap it up.
Off the bench.
All right, go to trashrangers.com. That is the website. Sign up for residential commercial service roll-off dumpsters, 3 different sizes to choose from. And if you want to make sure that you've got the right size, just pick up the phone, give them a call, 225-612-2477. Let them know, hey, here's my project at my home, at my business. Here's what it is. They're going to make sure you have the right size on your project. Go to trashrangers.com.
Yeah, go check them out. The most reliable trash pickup service in all of Louisiana. I've seen those big red dumpsters, those big red roll-off dumpsters as well. I got one at the house doing a little winter cleaning, getting ready, cleaning the house out before the holidays. We're about to bring in some stuff. You know what I mean? Christmas gifts get out of the way. So you got to throw the old stuff out. Also, Trash Rangers Sanitation Department, portable toilets. If you got a concert, if you got a construction project at your house, if you just have a place where you need a portable toilet, give them a call. Don't call those national companies. Call Trash Rangers. They are number one at picking up. Number two, trashrangers.com.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in OTB. I want to remind you of our friends over at Central Plumbing, centralplumbing.org, not only in Central entire greater Baton Rouge area, where you're talking to you, 225-925-8552, 24/7, 365 weekend, game day, holiday number. No matter what, they will always be there. If you're looking to remodel, they got you covered there too, at your home, at your business. Does not matter, big, small, everywhere in between. They can get it done. So check them out, see if they're in your area, because again, way more than just Central Louisiana. Don't let the name fool you, but the name, certainly you know what they do because they've been doing it in this community for so long. centralplumbing.org. You're blaming me for clock management. I'll take it, but you also did ask Dev the WWE question on the way
That's
out.
on me. That's on me. We were already late and I asked that.
Yeah.
All right, look, hand in the air. It was a bad day for clock management.
Not great.
Tomorrow.
Hour one, I think we're actually decent.
I don't think so.
It's been pretty
bad all day.
It's been pretty bad all day.
So, look, we can't change overnight. We should. Is it a New Year's
the second
resolution?
segment that's getting us in trouble.
Yeah. The first one's not great either. But, like, third one, not great either. It should be a New Year's resolution. Let's start that tomorrow.
It should be like a tomorrow resolution.
It's going to be a great clock day tomorrow. Guaranteed.
Oof.
Kind of.
I haven't wanted to hit
Maybe.
y'all with the yeah boy, but I'm going to.
Okay. Smart.
I like it.
We love y'all.
See ya.
Off the Bench.